Howdy. Try to go back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked out my past video, you should be checking out my past video. I mean, send in some recommendations too, bro. Anything Marvel or DC, it could be news, it could be like TV shows, like clips or something. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Today, we got a video for everything, always. Avengers Doomsday leaked Tobey Maguire Spider-Man scene. So, is this confirming Tobey Maguire is coming back?
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is
Tobey Maguire gonna pop up in the movie?
All Fires. You know, there's a big
And
difference.
is he only
when
gonna
one of
pop
these
up in
Marvel
this
leaks
movie
comes from a
first?
trusted
Or
industry
is he gonna
insider
pop up in
source
Spider-Man?
instead of something posted anonymously to 4chan or Reddit, or from some of these new Twitter scoopsters who have cropped up around Avengers Doomsday in the last 6 months who have no track record to speak of. But when they intersect on top of rumors and reports and concept art all leaking at the same time, corroborating each other, it sort of makes it feel like there's got to be something there. And that's where we pick up today within the last 48
So it's a
hours.
bunch of sources
New
kind of
leaked
saying the
concept
same
art
thing,
and
okay.
one of the most trusted industry insider sources both confirming now that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is indeed in Avengers Doomsday. And what's even more than that, from a report 2 weeks ago in a Twitter scoopster that came before these confirmations, we actually know a little bit about the scene, when we might expect to see him in the film, and what it means for how Marvel and Sony are looking to use his character. We're breaking it all down, the latest leaked.
So it sounds like Sony ain't being as stingy as it used to be. This is good news. I've been saying, bro, Sony stopped being so damn stingy with Spider-Man's IP. They could do so many wonderful things with Spider-Man. Now, I know they care about money, so let's just put this on the table right now. They will make a lot of fucking money if they share Spider-Man's IP, bro, with Marvel. Like, I feel like I've been saying for a long time, Andrew Garfield should have been had another Spider-Man movie, bro. Tobey Maguire, I ain't saying like he done for, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he had his movies, but Andrew Garfield should have had more movies. Spider-Man, I feel like Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker, he should be popping up. Well, now that we here, I don't know if y'all heard, but Sadie Sink's supposedly gonna end up playing the new love interest of Peter Parker. So I don't know if, they can't make no connection between, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man coming to Tom Holland's universe because his daughter is there. So, they can't make that little connection. So how, like, in Avengers Doomsday, bro, is there going to be hella scenes to where there's going to be a bunch of heroes coming from different universes, all coming to one to come in, like, I guess, have a conversation with, I guess you could call them the A-Team, you know what I'm saying? The A-Team Avengers, and be like, yo, so what's going on, bro? Because something is happening, or is Wong, because I just thought about it, is Wong going to use his sling ring in Doctor Strange as well? Are they both going to use a sling ring to go and pluck these people from universes to bring them over and let them know what's going on so they could team up and stop Dr. Doom? Because if that's the case, I'm thinking that's going to happen at the end of Avengers Doomsday, because Avengers Secret Wars is where they're supposed to be having that big fight, right? Not Avengers Doomsday. I mean, there's obviously going to be fights in that movie, but not as big as the one that's going to be in Avengers Secret Wars, you know what I'm saying, with all the heroes and stuff. That's why it kind of confuses me how they going to do Avengers Doomsday. Like, what characters are coming in Avengers Doomsday? What they going to be doing? What scenes are they going to have, bro? Like, it's very important because it's going to set up Avengers Secret Wars. It's going to kind of let them make a script. You know what I'm saying? It's going to give them a script. This Avengers Doomsday is going to give them a script for Avengers Secret Wars, bro. Y'all sure it's not going to be any movies in between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, bro?
That Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is indeed in Avengers Doomsday, and what that scene is going to look like. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, guys,
or is it going to pop up at the end of Spider-Man
lately and help grow the channel? I really appreciate it. My analytics indicate, though, that there are still some people who watch the channel regularly who maybe haven't subbed yet, which is totally cool. If you're one of those people, I appreciate the view. But if you want to go one step further in supporting us,
hey, sub up to your boy Cloudy Comics, you know.
And now more than ever, with the crazy way of the YouTube algorithm in 2025,
hey, let me know if y'all want to see some other
content creator who's mentioned this to you, but things are wild out here. Subbing is a great way to support us if you haven't already. Either way, thanks for watching. Hit the sub and like button if you want to be entered for the giveaways. Stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so let's rewind the clock to earlier in the year when we had reports of Tobey Maguire being present in London while they were in the thick of filming the original principal photography for Avengers Doomsday. Now, of course, that caused rumors that he was in the film. He claimed he wasn't. Some people claim to have seen him around the set. Either way, he was in London when they were filming the thick of Avengers Doomsday. Then we got tons
bro
of
could just live in London.
that we have covered here at the channel that showed a lot of different actors, presumably in the makeup chairs and on set, getting their makeup done headshot style. It showed us characters like Namora.
Wait, is this gonna be his suit?
And of course, Tobey Maguire. There were 3 of them. Now, in those photos, he had some bruising and blood on the left side of his face. He was wearing his classic Tobey Maguire costume, but as we mentioned in our coverage, with today's AI the way that it is, it's almost impossible to tell, even with the sites that do so, whether or not these are real or not. So we reported on them and kept it moving. Well, in the last 48 hours, this has all come together. Daniel Rickman, one of the most...
That's the scary thing about AI, bro. You don't know if it's real or if it's fake, bro. And even the things that's supposed to tell you if it's real or if it's real or if it's fake, it be lying sometimes. And you can't, like, you know, so I feel like AI is probably one of the worst things that humans made, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, y'all see how it is right now, bro. Just imagine how much more it will be able to do in the future if we keep upgrading it, you know? AI is scary, bro. Y'all seen the movie I, Robot, right? If you haven't, go watch it.
Trusted sources in the industry. You guys can follow him for free over at Daniel RPK on Twitter.
Like, I'm not, like, AI is good, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to certain stuff. But you gotta think about it. It's like they make AI, right? And they're like, well, if we want it to have potential, we can't put too many barriers on it because then it will block the potential that it had, you know? So we gonna take some barriers off and add, you know, just keep a couple. But then if they do that, it's like, well, now AI is getting a little too smart. Now we got to take it away. Then it's like, damn, why y'all taking it away? Well, like, y'all scared it's going to tell. So it's just too much, bro. AI shouldn't have been made.
But of course, like all of these sources now, they have plenty of platforms where they release information. And coming from his Patreon less than 24 hours ago, he has now confirmed Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is in Avengers Doomsday. What's more, in that same time frame, we have a whole new group of leaked photos. Now, no, I'm not going to show them in this video in case they're real. You guys can find them on Reddit. They're all over Twitter as well. But they're the exact same sort of collage of headshot style that the other 2 leaks were. And while there is one shot of Namor in there with an upgraded costume that looks rather cool, all the other headshots are Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr. with his mask off, some bruising and blood on his face.
So these photos might not be AI.
Spider-Man, also some bruising and blood on his face. Some of this looks like either concept art or pre-art. Some of it looks like actual photo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You can't have these Spider-Man in these movies and they don't fight. You know what I'm saying? But it still begs the question, bro. Is he really gonna come back in Avengers Doomsday, or is he gonna pop up at the end of Spider-Man Brand New Day? Because is it Spider-Man Brand New Day somewhat connected to Avengers Doomsday? Because supposedly the story is Dr. Doom is going to get Tom Holland on his side due to the fact that he got the face already, you know? Or Tony Stark, I mean. Same people, but, you know. So it really makes me think, like, bro, I think Tobey Maguire might pop up at the end of Spider-Man Brand New Day, or he might be in the post-credit scenes, you know? Because him just popping up in Avengers Doomsday, bro, they're going to have to give us a whole 30 minutes of where he is and what he's doing, how he got here, and, you know? That's why I'm like, bro, if Avengers Doomsday is Avengers Doomsday gotta be 3+ hours long, bro, to get this all in here. I don't want them cramming anything. Unless they really are planning on doing a part 2 to this movie, and that's gonna be the movie that come out in between the movies, the Avengers movies, you know what I'm saying? Then it makes sense. But I haven't been hearing it's gonna be a part 2. I've heard it once, like a couple months ago, but I ain't heard it since, you know? So this movie, the way it's sounding, bro, is going to be about 4 to 5 hours long, bro. And I'm cool with that. But if it's not, bro, please do not cram all this into one story, bro. Don't do that. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt.
Headshots of the actors, again, in the chairs, getting makeup done, and doing this is sort of like a test shot to show their character. Now,
when a player drops 50
from a couple of weeks ago, we had a Twitter
stream that
went as far as to explain what they're doing with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And he indicated specifically that we would see Tobey Maguire...
I just thought about it. If Tobey Maguire got bruises and shit, bro got manhandled. Y'all think bro got manhandled, bro? Who y'all... I want to know... Who is Dr. Doom going to have on his team, bro? Because I've been hearing about Mephisto, you know, in the past. I've been hearing about Mephisto and shit like that. I've been hearing about some other villains that Spider-Man, like, are there going to be new villains popping up in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars on Doctor Doom's side? That's what I want to know. Because I've been hearing about the Beyonder. I've been hearing about some other, like, you know, I really want to see some new villains as well, bro. I don't want to just see new heroes. Because, granted, I love the heroes. You feel me? Those my guys. You feel me? But I want to see some villains too, bro. I want to see some new villains pop up and manhandle some of these heroes, bro. And I'm cool with Tobey Maguire get manhandled because he is an older Spider-Man, bro. So he got to get, you know, or is it like, since he's older, he's a lot stronger and stuff? I feel like since he's older, he might get beat up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He not as young, he not as agile as he used to be, you know. So I'm cool with Spider-Man getting manhandled as long as it's not Tom Holland. Because I feel like we seen Tom Holland get manhandled. He's younger. So I feel like he shouldn't be getting manhandled like that. You know, like he should be a little bit more. So if he getting manhandled, Tobey Maguire for sure getting manhandled. For sure, bro.
At the start of the film, or in the
these villains are stronger
like
than the ones that
cameo.
Tom Holland's Peter Parker got
we noted the
manhandled
details
by.
were light, but like a lot of other cameos that weren't essentially part of the core
damn,
casting
you can't forget about Loki too, bro. It's a lot going on.
Casting announcement for Avengers Doomsday. We figure a lot of these other cameos won't be able to play a huge role simply because there's not enough time in the film for everyone to do that, and some of the main players.
And that's the problem, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. If y'all gonna show all these damn characters and they're not gonna really have no screen time or nothing like that, bro, I feel like y'all shouldn't show these characters. But I do understand they are possibly trying to set up these characters so in Secret Wars they could get more screen time. But then in Secret Wars, bro, we gonna want to see certain characters have screen time, and that's not gonna give enough screen time to these characters that y'all trying to give these screen time. You know, it's just too much, bro. That's why I'm like, bro, I think y'all doing a little too much in Avengers Secret Wars, bro. Just a little too much. Which is why I'm like, bro, y'all sure y'all not dropping nothing in between Avengers Secret Wars and Avengers Doomsday, bro? Y'all sure? Y'all sure y'all don't want to do that, bro? Like, we could get some animated TV shows to keep us up with the story and these characters. But like, bro, people would accept that, bro, if the storyline is good. Especially if they like, bro, we still gonna get Marvel content in between everything, bro. Why would we be mad at that? Especially if it's good content. And I do have a theory that a lot of the content that they made that been bad was live action. It's bad because it's live action. You feel me? Like, there's a lot of things that an animated series can do that a human being just can't simply do on, you know? So it's just, I don't know, bro. I don't want them cramming stuff in. And what bro just said, it's not enough screen time for certain characters to really, you know. It seems like they trying to cram some stuff in, bro. I'm not liking it. Spread it out, bro. Drop some movies in between the Avengers movies, bro. It's okay. They don't even have to be long movies, bro. They could be an hour and 20 minutes long. An hour and 10 minutes long. I know y'all can write stories that long, bro. Easy. But y'all teasing us with these characters and not giving them screen time, bro. It's gonna make some of the fans mad, bro.
We already know, say, like Steve Rogers that's apparently returning, Doctor Doom, they're going to take up a majority of it. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man coming back in lieu of them not being able to use Tom Holland's Spider-Man or saving him for Avengers Secret Wars. And at the beginning of the film, and with all of these leaked headshots that if real, show that they're in an action and battle sequence, I think it's pretty clear to see you can connect all of those dots, what's going to happen here in the beginning of the film. And Marvel and Sony, don't you dare kill off Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man at the beginning of Avengers Doomsday.
Bro, imagine. Because like he said, it's not going to be enough screen time for all these damn characters they talk about putting in this movie. Do you think it's because a lot of them going to get killed off, bro? If you bring Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man back, a person that a lot of people been waiting to see back on screen again, and y'all, bro, if y'all kill him off, bro, in the first like 30 to 40 minutes in the movie, people gonna hate y'all, bro. I'm gonna put that. People gonna really dislike y'all. We gonna erase the word hate. You know what I'm saying? That's a little too strong. We We're going to try not to say those type of words over here, you know what I'm saying? Try to keep the negativity off as much as possible. But we're going to keep it real, though. They're going to really dislike y'all. For real. Tobey Maguire is really loved, bro. So if y'all kill him off in the first 30 to 40 minutes of the movie, if y'all kill him off in general, I think people going to be pretty pissed off. Especially because they ain't seen his life with MJ or nothing like that yet on screen. But they might show a little bit of that just to give him like, because you know how they do certain characters, they give him like the characters have like a good thing going on. That's when you know they finna die. So brace yourself.
My honest take, trying to add up all these pieces, that's what it certainly looks like to me. And again, we've been talking about this in the same context for this apparent Council of Dooms that now some industry insiders are walking back and saying might actually be Doombots instead of variants. We'll cover that in a separate video when it's pertinent. But in the same way we thought that they may actually be obliterated at the hands of Doom to explain why there are Dooms across the multiverse. But
we know Doom's strong as hell and ain't gonna try to showcase that.
He may go and kill some of our favorite heroes of nostalgia from the past, like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And I'll admit, getting the sort of expensive cannon fodder treatment usually happens after you die the first time. Thanos is a perfect example of that. After he died by beheading at the beginning of Avengers Endgame, he got snapped to dust at the end of it. He got cut in half by Infinity Ultron. He got defeated on screen with Infinity Stones by the Illuminati from the 838. They won't hesitate to kill off a character a second, a third time. Patrick Store's Professor X the same way. Tobey Maguire hasn't died yet on screen.
Oh, he haven't died
But then I started to think about it. And for a lot of heroes we have seen die,
that will be a big moment,
or the main versions of the character, I started to think about how pertinent a death of Spider-Man would be on the silver screen. And not just any Spider-Man, all of our first live-action Spider-Man. And what an emotional way to kick off Avengers Doomsday than showing Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom killing Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And as much as I hate to think this will happen and want to buy into the rumors of a fourth Tobey Maguire Spider-Man with Sam Raimi, as much as I argued for it in the last video when we covered that all the pieces are there. They've got Sam Raimi working with Marvel. They've got Tobey Maguire back in No Way Home. Now again back in Doomsday. It's not a reach to say they could do number 4. And there's even some people who are campaigning for it in Hollywood. It's a far stretch to think that they wouldn't either go into a new Spider-Man for the Sonyverse, introduce Miles Morales, or find a way to use Tom Holland's
I'm ready to see Miles Morales. So, okay. If they doing this to make room for Miles Morales, because what if having this many Spider-Man probably costs too much money or something? I don't know. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. But if they doing this to kind of replace Tobey Maguire to kind of bring in Miles Morales, I'm cool with that because I do want to see Miles Morales on screen, bro. And for what I've been hearing, bro, I forgot his name, but he the black kid from Cobra Kai, bro. I can see him playing Miles Morales, especially because he got the fighting experience already, so they ain't got to really go through too many classes or nothing like that to kind of train him to start learning how to fight and all that. He already got a little background for that, you feel me? So I can see him playing that too. It already seemed like they've been looking, or at least been trying to cast a Miles Morales. So maybe that's why they trying to kill him off, Tobey Maguire, because they like, we ready to bring in a new Spider-Man. But to do that, we don't want to have too many Spider-Man on screen, because then people gonna expect all these Spider-Man to be together. We not doing that shit. Morales is coming in.
A Tobey Maguire-led Spider-Man 4 is not the reason that you would keep him alive. If you're looking for emotional stakes at the beginning of Avengers Doomsday, that would be the way to get it. And so, again, taking all of the concept art at face value, hearing that we're going to see him at the beginning of the film, but he's not in any of the rest of the plot leaks and isn't said to be in any of the rest of the film, it's not too hard to figure out what they're going to do here. And damn you, Marvel and Sony. Damn you. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how you feel about any and all of this. Maybe you read it a different way. I think it's pretty clear cut. We're going to see a Spider-Man die on screen. But
hey, look. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting y'all know now. Brace yourself. They killed off Black Widow. A lot of people loved her. Who else they killed off? Nobody else died, huh? Like, officially type shit. Well, Tony Stark, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't forget Tony Stark, but, you know, that was like the obvious one. You feel me? But he's technically coming back, so that's why I'm not really counting it. You feel me? Because he's coming back on screen. But Natasha Romanoff, she got killed off. There has to be some other people that I'm forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Don't bash me in the comments. Y'all help me out. You feel me? We a family over here. Sometimes we forget. But yeah, brace yourselves, man. Because Tobey Maguire might just get killed off. But in return, we might get Miles Morales coming to screen. Which means if Tobey Maguire gets killed off in Avengers Doomsday, can Miles Morales possibly show up in Avengers Secret Wars? I'm not saying he gonna fight, but I'm saying, like, what if there's like post-credit scenes, or like there's just a certain scene that's kind of a little off to the side where it shows Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe they already showed his dad in a movie. I believe it was a Spider-Man movie. His dad was in there. Or I believe it was his dad, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a black cop, and I believe that was Miles Morales' dad, bro. But yeah, I'm excited for this, though. You know what I'm saying? But if he die on screen, bro, y'all gotta give him a good fighting scene, bro. Give him a good shot. Don't just let him get killed off that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get Dr. Doom is strong, but like, bro, this is Tobey Maguire, bro. This is Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker, bro.